True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
The hell was that?
You're.
What it do? What the business is? What's good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing the barbershop into the box office. True View Podcast, baby. Wait, what? That was bad. I see Mike saying, "Come on, man, that was bad. I got to."
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Get in the bathroom and get out, dog. All that extra time in the mirror, dog, is not necessary.
Bippity boppity, boppity bip, bip boppity. Maybe it's a DiGiorno, huh?
Not delivery, yeah.
Man, this fucking guy, man. Bring the fucking cannolis, man. What the fuck, man? It's your boy Zoe. We back in the building for another one. Y'all here with us on this one. True View Podcast. Let's get it.
Always. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. It's Grown Man MJ. We are here again to do it for you. We got a special guest with us. Let them know your name, Scatterman.
My name is Scatterman. That's what it is. Scatterman.
I said that was very short and to the point, huh?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. Y'all finally got me on the show, man. I've been trying to get on the show forever, man. Like
Forever?
yeah, I've been.
Ain't this like your third time? Nigga?
Yeah, this is like
Yeah, I'm
13.
just saying.
No, I'm talking about the video show.
Oh,
Y'all was doing audio.
Oh, he wanted his shot. Yeah.
I came on audio. I was like, man, they doing the video. They don't want to fight me now. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though, and I heard y'all was paying a lot of money. Wait, I do get paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah, Jay told me. Jay told me I get paid. Well, I get paid, right?
Right. Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. So.
We gotta count on that.
We
That
do
postal
net
service.
75s. Net 75s.
Oh, okay. Man,
Good old postal service.
Do y'all at least paying weed, man? Like,
Huh?
do y'all at least paying weed? Or?
What's that?
I tell you one thing. Hey.
I mean, funny tobacco.
There it is. That wacko backo, baby. Get
So,
it
man,
in.
what we doing? What we doing?
You referring to them left-handed cigarettes?
Yeah.
It's the left hand.
Wait a minute, man. Hey, I never thought about that. Hey, that's crazy. When I was smoking cigarettes, I smoked them in my right hand. Hey, that's a whole nother segment, man. Like you literally just, because I was just smoking when you was talking, and I'm like, damn, I do hold a cigarette. All right, Mike. Hey, you just woke me up, man.
Hey.
I'm writing a whole article about that immediately.
Well, today's beautiful show, we are going to be covering Paramount Plus, The Offer. What is The Offer, you might ask? Well, short and to the point, Oscar-winning producer Albert S. Ruddy's never-before-seen revealed experiences of making The Godfather, dated back in 1972. So yeah, that's all it is. Short, sweet, and to the point. Al Ruddy's making The Godfather. The Offer. Paramount Plus. Y'all check that shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? Bippity boppity. Let's lead with love, gentlemen.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it.
By love, I mean, not. One short bus that I did have, this was over 10 hours worth of material. Well over 10 hours worth of material.
What, you thought it should have been shorter?
These episodes was a little too long for me. That's about my only negative.
Well, look at what it's coming from.
I know. It's coming from a long ass movie, but
Right.
the episodes, goddamn, like when we signed up for it, I was like, all right, 10 episodes, that's what's up. I think I just got spoiled by these little 40-minute at the most. And goddamn, man, I was like, oh.
The actual hour, you felt it, you saying?
Huh?
You felt the actual hour watching?
I did. A couple of the episodes I did. Like when they were going more emotional driven than the action that was going on. The action sequences, like homeboys getting beat up by pipes and shit. Oh yeah, no, I'm all in. Whoop that ass. Chop that horse's head up. For real. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with that. But them emotional sequences, man, I felt that hour and 15. One thing, and the times were stagnant. So some episodes were 47 minutes, some episodes was an hour 15, some episodes I was like, God damn.
I don't know if I feel that way because I actually enjoyed the series.
Yeah,
my short buses mainly come from the decisions made on to make the movie itself. To on the final production of the movie, like I agree with the studio about the Sicily scenes.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's kind of where I was leaning at as far as short buses. Like,
oh, you saying cut to Sicily? They didn't need the Sicily.
they didn't need that in the original Godfather. I mean, I felt like the Godfather was way too long.
But it was the vision.
Like they were saying in the studio, you need to cut this movie. We need to get more features per day. You know what I mean? And I never thought of the box office like that. When he said, yo, your movie is 3 hours, son. We can't show 5 movies a day. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's kind of genius.
Yeah,
I never thought
definitely.
like that. But I thought those things, I looked at the movie, I looked at the short bus segment in that light as far as what we actually witnessed as the final product and what was the argument back then and who was right. You know, I looked at it from that angle. And I felt the studio had some good points as far as the business side of it. And when I watched The Godfather, I watched it again before watching The Offer. And when I watched it again, I was like, bro, it's a good 30, 40 minutes of just filler scenes of them getting to a place that could have been removed. You know what I mean? And I had to lean with the studio. I mean, Frank Coppola did a dope job overall. And he was probably my favorite character on The Offer. But he was wrong with some of that artsy shit though.
Damn. But you gotta put yourself in that time frame. Like this shit and these scenes were not seen before. Like now, at a time like this, the movies that we've seen in our 40 plus years, like that all of this gonna look watered down. The Godfather gonna look like a watered down.
Let me say this. They had a lot. You got to understand, back then, first of all, it was no cell phones. You didn't have the cell phones. You didn't have no computers.
They couldn't just search for it.
It was no internet. So you got to understand the attention span that they had then and then the attention span that you have now. You know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I had a computer in front of me. Let me finish. Can I? Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, I get what you're saying, and you can discredit the general audience, but you're speaking to somebody who would sit and watch a nigga speak in a lecture for 3 hours.
Okay.
So
right.
I don't think the attention span thing is where I'm at with it.
No, I'm talking about for the movie, not for. Yeah. I'm not talking about like for a specific person. I'm talking about for a person who back then didn't experience anything that you are privy to. That's your choice right now. They didn't have a choice. So when you don't have a choice, and I'm talking about me personally, I used to have like 20 phone numbers in my head, not to have to look at that paper. I could walk up to a phone and go, hey man, what you doing? Hold on, man, wait, I'm gonna call you right back. And dial them in. So
you
I'm saying,
sound effect when you did it.
Yeah, but you know, on the payphone, you know what I'm saying? If you're using the payphone, or That's the button
Chicago
number.
was dusty, dog. You had to blow them buttons off.
So you got to understand to see this movie, and not only see this movie was buzzed in the streets. So you got to understand, it was buzzed in the streets and it was bubbling in the streets. So people was like, man, the Mafia gonna let them make this movie. Like, people knew this news. A lot of the news,
like, shut it down.
You know, it was like, shut it. Can you imagine going to see this movie after they said the Mafia had shut it down and then they made it back and it's at the show? Bro, please. I would have sat there the whole hours knowing that, because they knew a lot of the stuff that was going on, not the stuff that we found out today, but the stuff that was in the news, because people watched the news then. Now you can get your news from anywhere.
I was going to say, they read the news back then.
Right, you read the news, you can see the news. So you see this stuff happening in the news and say, baby, I don't think they're going to make that picture.
Sinatra said, cut it.
You see what I'm saying? That was news to us. Even though, I don't care if you was black, white, Chinese, that was news. No computers, your attention span, you can take a lot. Now, man, you can ask a little kid to watch a whole movie. I asked my son, I'm like, hey, man, watch this movie with me. He was like, because he was talking about Freddy Krueger and Jason. He was talking about Freddy Krueger and Jason, right? So I'm like, man, let's watch this movie. And he's like, man, do we have to watch the whole movie? I said, what you mean? I was like, you said you wanted to know who would win. I said, so you want to see the fight scene? All he needed to see was the fight scene. That was it. So you mean to tell me they spent all of that money and the kids just want to see the fight scene? They don't even want to see.
They want the highlight reel.
They just want the highlight reel. And he'll never watch that movie again. See?
That's crazy.
Get where you coming from.
I'm just saying.
Here we go.
I do. The movie was 70-something, 72, 71, something like that. I was born in the 80s.
Right.
So when I came along, I guess I was already put into a different time period, a different type of movement, different type of things like that. So I understand that. And I've always had that argument that The Godfather wasn't the best Mafia movie with several people.
It definitely wasn't. But for the time when it came out, it was.
It was, okay.
It was.
I don't know.
It was. I don't know no Mafia movie that they were talking about mob bosses, and I mean they did it in the black exploit films, but they never did it to where as to you were sitting in the Don's office. You saw his house. You know what I'm saying? You saw his son, his family. You saw him interacting with his grandkids. You see what I'm saying? They never did that before. They always we saw people in the streets, the capos and the, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Do you think that they might have missed something in the offer, in the series itself, by not expressing how this movie was, I guess, the accelerant for all the other Mafia movies that we kind of grew up and loved, like the Goodfellas and Untouchables and all that?
I could say yes. And a lot of that's done in the editing. So I don't never know what material they filmed. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody's editing the movie, a lot of people don't understand there's a lot of movies that we watched that was edited and they was not supposed to be the movie that you see edited. You get what I'm saying? The name could change. They could be like, you know what? We going this way with it now. Money is strange. We going this way with it now. This is the thing we should do. And they was doing this thing. So we know what their job they had to do. Their job was to teach us about the making of the movie. And for me, I think they did a good job. But I think it's some things they could have did at the show. If they could have showed like the hood or, you know what I'm saying, what the white kids in the hood was doing at the show, then it could have, you know what I'm saying, or had another sequence within the movie that was showing regular people viewing this from the outside. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they would have had to do that. And I don't think the writers had that much time or creativity to money to even, you know what I'm saying, dwell into this thing like that. But they did a good job.
No, that's definitely a good
thing. Barely had enough money to shoot the motherfucker.
Right. No, I was saying that's a good take as far as they could have brought more of the perspective of the general public.
Yeah, because it was still something going on in the general public because we cling to news. Like the news was serious to us. Like, you know, did y'all watch the news? What happened? Like it was like that. Or I can remember, man, being young and reading the TV guide. Like actually couldn't wait till the TV guide got like, man, the TV guide come. And you could read stories and stuff that was happening that regular people didn't know, and it was still conversation pieces. But now it's so much news out here. It's so, you know what I'm saying, crazy that a movie 3 hours of that magnitude in the places he was going to film, you know, the scenes and stuff. It was serious to us, man. That stuff looked good, man. You was looking at the Don's house. You're not looking at no capo or nobody who around the corner, lieutenant. You're looking at his crib. You're looking at his kids, how they eat. This man's growing oranges in his backyard. Like, come on, man. For us, that was different. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then I would put you in a Scarface. You a Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
You Scarface. So when you see Scarface, you looking, you know what I'm saying?
He's sitting in the office. He's sitting in that office in his crib. Got that mountain, the coca in there.
Right. You an 80s baby. So that you're going to appeal to that. I appeal to that type of movie making because I know what we didn't have at that time. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm just visualizing. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw Goodfellas, hell yeah, I was like, what the fuck? This the shit. This what? Because I was seeing it and it was niggas who was like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can identify with not the Dons and stuff like that, but to see that stuff and to know that the mafia tried to stop that movie and then it came out, bro, you would have been there. You would have watched every 3 hours of that shit.
Yeah, I'll say most likely, yeah. I'll say that too. Zoe, did you have any shortcomings you want to toss in there?
No, I think y'all summed all that up. Other than the final episode. Yeah.
The final episode was like a highlight.
Actually, the final, if I had a short bus, that was my thing. They just, man, it was nothing to close up.
No.
I think they should have closed it up in 9. Like, I think 9 could have been the end.
I thought it could have been done in 8, personally.
In 8?
Ooh. 8, yeah.
For real?
8 episodes, yeah. I think you got 8 hours of film. You can't tell the whole story in that time. I think 8 hours was enough.
Okay.
9 is kind of oddball as far as the series production is done.
I mean, they closed up. It's just in 10, they closed up some stuff they really didn't need to close up. But it did line up for if they needed an extra season. And then you got to put this into play too. This thing affects other people in a certain way that it won't affect. And I'm always going to talk about generations because generations is a lot of stuff. Like I know people who still watch like big back TVs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this stuff is good stuff to somebody else that won't be good to other people. And when I say other people, I'm meaning like younger generations, not trying to put younger generations down or anything like that. What I'm saying is generations change, technology change. And for me, this was perfect. It was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was some.
You had that feeling about The Godfather before you watched The Offer.
Yes.
Because what I'm saying is The Offer gave me that feeling.
Yes.
The offer filled up some holes for me.
Yeah.
It filled up some holes.
Like reassured what I actually felt about it. And at the same time, it gave me, I guess, it helped me to understand the perspective what you're speaking from as far as the time period. And the mindset of Hollywood, the mindset of the general public, and the mindset of the actors and things like that. That was very helpful for me to get that backstory. And coming from my generation, and since we speaking like that, it does definitely bring that clairvoyance, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
No, it definitely helped bridge the gap, man, because what it helped with me was it helped me to find a newfound love for it because they was really trying to shut this motherfucker down. Like they
Man,
did
they
not
was-
want this
hey,
shit to be made. And
You
Well,
gotta
it made me have a love for all creators. When you hear Spike Lee go on his rants and shit, how he don't get support from investors and things like that.
yes,
It made me respect all of that for anything that gets brought to light. You know what I'm saying? It just shows me that it's not just when it's green lit. It don't mean that it's just, you know what I'm saying, all the wheels is greased in that moment.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I would like to see the making of The Longest Yard though. I really would. Like
Oh,
You would want to see more features like this as far as the making of certain films and stuff.
yeah,
Like that.
The Longest Yard, yes.
with Adam Sandler.
No. Yeah. Adam Sandler. This guy, man. Hey man, for real though.
He said, yeah. No,
No, Lamel, you was for real though.
no,
All right.
no. Although that one was good too. It had Nelly in there. You know,
Hey man,
Don't lean into it.
I should have colored my beard, man. I should have colored my beard. Some told me to color my beard today, man. But I can't take Lamel right now, man.
hey man.
That nigga said.
Oh man, let's
He
jump into that flavor though, man. We're gonna talk about how that one, I don't even know what are they playing for the Godfather theme song. I was like,
It's a lot of movie favorites. Like a lot of 60s, like, all of the Army, Vietnam movie music, and you know what I'm saying? Because it was around the Vietnam time.
yeah.
So
I mean,
a lot of that.
main theme that is known for though. Y'all know what instrument that is at all?
Nah. You talking about it's some type of guitar.
Yeah.
I don't want to say an Indian guitar, but something, a wooded guitar instrument.
You can't say that no more, can you? You got to say like Native American guitar or something.
Yeah, you can't say that no more.
Yeah, man, you can't. Come on.
You mean like a Middle Eastern guitar?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about them niggas. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a 7-Eleven guitar.
Oh, hey, bro.
You can't. Instead of the 808, it's 7
Hey,
and
man, I'm trying to look up this soundtrack, man. But look,
My bad.
bro said, no, I'm talking about Zoe. Zoe said, yeah, I'm talking about them niggas. Like,
oh man. But that sound is like, that sound crossed all generations, because when you hear that sound, you automatically know the Godfather. Even if it's kids that even haven't even seen the Godfather.
well, violins, period. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you're talking about like violins, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when you hear violins, you think mafia.
Yeah, that is true.
It's
And
like,
then when
that's,
you hear that
yeah, no, definitely.
oh shit. Okay.
Somebody finna die or something.
Right. You know what I mean?
But,
There's an offer that's gonna be non-refused.
damn, that shit was funny as hell, man.
Man, that's now you do that voice right there, Lamel. I thought that was. I'm gonna talk about that in the flavor too, because I thought the actors did a hell of a job as far as hitting the main, the main character voices from Now and Then too. Like, that was a lot of work as far as just vocal structure and vocal patterns and things like that that they had to go through. I'm sure, because dude was a spitting image of Pacino.
Brando. Oh, I was like, dude that played.
Hey,
Brando.
man, wasn't that scary though? That was
Dude
scary.
that played Brando was dope too. Yeah, I didn't even
And
get
then
nobody. I didn't even
you
look
had
nobody
people was
names up.
talking about they didn't like Al Pacino.
Man,
It was like,
well,
man, I don't like that kid.
he's too
I don't
short.
like that kid. He's too
Too
like,
short for Hollywood.
Could you imagine those conversations happen and to know what Al Pacino is now, it's like, wow.
That was one of the things that was funny, like looking at it. Like, damn, man, like this dude is a star. Like
Marlon Brando was finished, bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
that was interesting to me too.
Marlon Brando
known him as the man.
Marlon Brando was finished. He was done. Like nobody was checking for him no more. Like that role actually propelled him because who's the other cat? The other cat they wanted.
The director.
No, it's another cat they wanted besides Marlon Brando. The cat who played in Goodfellas. He was one of the big bosses in Goodfellas. This cat's name. Where's y'all producer at, man?
Like Woody Harrelson.
No, he was like a big guy he's always a big mafia. Hold on, man.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Man, what did you talk about?
I can't do him, man. Like, what you smoking on over there, man? Like,
Infamil.
Anyway, they had some names. I'm high right now, and I don't feel like looking for it. It's gonna come to me. It's right on my mind. They had some other names, but I can't envision nobody other than Marlon Brando. Like I can't envision and he was a lot younger. He was a lot younger than they made him in the movie. Like Marlon Brando was young, but he was done, man. He was burnt out. Like Hollywood, like he wasn't showing up to shit. People was paying him, and like you know what I'm saying. They kind of
went over that in the offer though itself. I like how they touched on that type of stuff too, because I didn't know that because, like you said, this kind of revived his career. And I've always known Marlon Brando to be that dude. You know.
He was burnt out, man. That was drugs was rampant. Motherfuckers was getting high. So when they came to see him, they made it look fabulous, but it was not fabulous at all. I know it smelled like like anything in there. He probably had assistants in there, but they put me in a room with Marlon Brando at that point in his career, and he did that thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm guaranteeing you that was in the news in Hollywood, and it was in the news for people because like a lot of the stuff that was happening back then, and you look at these movies and they be doing these movies, and I look at the movies and I be like, man, I remember that. And I don't remember that from internet, or I don't remember it from looking at YouTube. I remember it coming down in the pipeline. Like, man, did you hear such and such and such? Like we knew, it was certain stuff we knew before it got to the news, like when Heavy D's dancer died. Y'all know who Heavy D is, don't y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Just making sure.
Puff dance with him.
Huh?
Puff
dance. Yeah. He did, though, for real. Like,
yeah, he did.
That's crazy. Hey, P. Diddy danced with... Hey, he looked up to Heavy D, though. So Heavy D was that guy, though. But when his dancer died, that was like news. Everybody knew it. Like, man, Heavy D dancer died, man. Da-da-da. And then it was on the news, like, probably like days after. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the news was rampant. Stuff that was in the newspapers, like stuff like that. Back in the day, they used to have these little sheets of paper and they had all of this news on it. And you could read this paper and get all the fucking news of what was going on in the world. Like stuff that was happening in the hood, stuff. And it was called...
the newspaper.
Nah, it was not even called... It wasn't even called shit. That shit wasn't called shit. It was just like, if you got the paper and you had some news, you put it on the copier and paste your shit in there and then pass that shit along. So it was like that. So it was like
this was Reddit before Reddit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
exactly.
Facebook.
So the news was, motherfuckers was getting news. So I know this movie was news. It had to be. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't news to me because it was out way before. You know what I'm saying? I had noticed The Godfather probably like when I was like 11 or 12 maybe. Like that was years after when I experienced it. Like actually sat down because I didn't know if Scarface came out or The Godfather came out. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And then he had another movie, Serpico. That was a dope movie, Serpico. That was Al Pacino's That was his real breakout movie. Godfather was, but Serpico gave him some, you know what I'm saying, some of that street shit, like how he can be Carlito's Way and shit. He, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah. So what's the next segment? I know you was. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
No, you good. No, we just bigging up the music directors and everything on this. I ain't got no name for him or nothing.
Isabella Summers.
Yeah, Isabella Summers. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's who covered the music for the whole series. Then as far as
the original music,
as far as the music for the intro for The Offer, that was produced and arranged by Geek Music.
Geek Music, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like most of the commercial, the music that they were playing in it, for me, I think they were lazy. But it was the go-to music.
Okay.
It's like the go-to music of that time. It's really no other music you can really play because it was like.
I don't think that was lazy at all.
I don't know. I don't know. I think.
Because you got to think these are Hollywood folk and they only do what's popping. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they do what's
you're right.
Well, too,
legendary.
I gave him props for actually taking music from that time era, and like the songs and stuff they were playing, they were from the 70s and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Actually, yeah, it was actually, you know what I'm saying, during the protest, it was like protest era. Like they was in that protest, Vietnam protest era music. A lot of it was some of the it was like mafia music in there too. It's some, you know, they got some real
Ave Maria. Yeah.
They got Sly. Sly was in there. This guy Bill Wright, you got a spell on me. Vic Damone.
Vic Damone. The motherfucker that turned it down. He was supposed to
Shit, I would have turned that shit down too, man. Like,
he was with it up until they called his ass out.
Yeah, I'm not finna.
He was like, what?
That was a way different time. Could you imagine, man? Ready going to see
the. Have that conversation because
Chris
Tucker Grant freak on that motherfucker, dog.
You said Frank Sinatra what?
Yeah, he was a prick, dog. Why he was trying to shit on the movie, dog? Like,
hey man,
I ain't get that, man.
That Italian heritage.
This the thing though, which y'all don't understand. They was doing this movie at a time where the mafia was already under scrutiny in such a way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, during the 70s, it was a big restructure of the mafia, like for real, like inside the mafia. So, you know, it was like, Frank was like looking at it like, hey man, like we don't even need that right now.
We don't need that heat.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that Frank Sinatra was that involved in the mafia, like with the mafia. I just thought he was just they singer, like, you know, just that singer, but he was connected in the community in such a way. So they looked at him in such a way and they revered him in such a way. So Frank, you know what I'm saying, they finally actually showed a part of Frank Sinatra. Bro, it's places in Chicago, it's you can go on Rush Street and they have spaces like Frank shit be just sitting over there. Like, what's that place over there? Why nobody gonna sit over there?
They got streets named after him out here.
Like, it's so crazy. So my thing is, he was that connected with them. So Frank was being a prick, but you got to understand how he was looking at it. He was looking at it like, man, this clown. He was looking at it like clown shit. Like, man, y'all clowning. Like, we don't need this. So you get it? Like, I get it.
He was a positive image for Italians.
Yeah, no, I get it, but no, it's like how they say Jay can shut shit down now. That's how I get it.
Yeah.
You know how people in the industry say Jay will shut some shit down and be all behind the scenes. You won't even know it. Like when he went in that Def Jam building, nobody albums started coming out, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
So I seen it from that kind of angle as far as when you on top in that music industry, you really got some pull. Like,
no, definitely. Frank was, man, you gotta understand like what he did. Like, you know, Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Frank. Whew. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, like, dude, like they told Quincy Jones, they was like Quincy Jones and them was supposed to been doing some stuff for Frank, and they told him he couldn't come in the hotel. They was like, y'all got to get hotels over there. And I'm talking about where they told them they had to get hotels. It was like
the Mooly Inn,
like 64th and Ashland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no, nigga, right here. It's like they had to go, and Frank was like, well, okay, y'all gonna send them over there? I need to go over there with them. Could you imagine being that person? They have to go say that Frank Sinatra is going over on 64th and Ashland. Really? You know what I'm saying? I know that dude was fired. Like, dude, you fired. Get them over here in this hotel right now. So Frank was different. So they showed that part of Frank, and I appreciate that because nobody, you know, he was clean cut. When you think about Frank Sinatra, you thinking clean cut,
Rat Pack,
nice guy, Rat Pack. Like the Rat Pack was serious. Like Sammy Davis Jr., you know what I'm saying? Junior is good out in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one thing about, like, Vegas to me is his own country, man.
It make you look at it.
Yeah, it seemed like it. At one point it was. At one point it was. It was his own country, bro. Like, when the mafia was really, really running it, it was his own country. Nobody was saying nothing.
Look at me now. Oh.
Start bouncing. We can't play it too long. We can't play it. We get demonetized. We can't play it too long.
Could you play it again one more? Could you play it again like a short time?
Look at me now.
Oh.
You're gonna get sued, boy.
Oh man. What kind of hidden gems did you see in the offer? Y'all was kind of touching on a couple of them, but
I think for me, because, you know, I remember The Godfather. You know what I'm saying? My pops, like, the biggest Godfather fan ever. I remember seeing bits and pieces of it as a child, but so I watched The Offer about halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Then Scat was like, nah, bro, you need to watch The Godfather and then watch The Offer. So I went and watched The Godfather, then double back down on The Offer. And it was dope to see that they actually went to the house in Sicily, and, you know what I'm saying, different parts of the movie was actually, you know what I'm saying, used in the making of the series. And for me, just to, you know, relive it through the series, Mike kind of said it earlier, it made the movie that much more better to me, you know what I'm saying, seeing how they did the shit.
No, it definitely did. Like, and even in the Sicily part, like when they went and found a spot and they're like, this is the spot right here. And then when homeboy come out, is he mafia? Oh no, we gotta get the fuck out of here. So then when they dipped to the other spot, I was like, that's cold. Okay, I see how they played that shit in. And this is how they got to that area in Sicily. The old man's house. How they lost that motherfucker and then got it back. How they got it back.
How they had to get up. You didn't see how they had to get up out of there?
Oh, yeah.
Was like, hey, we got to go.
Hey.
It was like, wait, what do you mean?
Got that shit up,
like we go. Because he saw the same, he figured out, and I think that was a part that was actually a part that was cool to me, because he saw the same thing. He figured out that the same thing could happen to him in Sicily that was happening to him in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a thing, like, man, we over here and they still trying to get at me. Man, what is y'all laughing about, man?
Somebody behind you just cheese.
They popping in.
Hey, man, get out of the video, man. That's my goddaughter. Hey, man, y'all gotta edit that out, man.
What the hell so funny? No.
No, because you know how you be in school, man, and people just be like, nah, bro, Yeah, the tag still on your shoe, bro. Like,
It's
like them joints was $19, huh?
Yeah. It's hard out here, man. No, I did. I enjoyed that. And other look at me is like the clothing. I was like, oh, they really went back.
No, they went out with the clothing. Yeah. They did a good job. I like the way too.
And the automobile shit.
Automobile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they can skimp on them automobiles, man. Some
I think a lot of those cars are still sitting on the lots in Hollywood or whatever.
Man, they did a good job in finding the front where Michael and Puzo was in front of that hospital. Like, that was it looked like the actual scene. Like, I'm like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
Like, when he told, hey, man, I did that before. I actually did. I was in a situation where we only had one gun and they had a lot of guns. And I was like, man, you know what? Everybody, let's go. We went to the back. And I said, everybody put their coats on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we all put our coats on and shit. We had one gun. And the nigga who had the gun he shouldn't have had the gun.
The fastest runner.
It was just like, the person who got the gun can't be a diplomat. Like, you can't be diplomatic about shit if you got the gun. If you got the gun, don't be diplomatic. He was too diplomatic, so we was like, this nigga ain't gonna get us his gun. Fuck it. Everybody put their coats on. We was waiting on some people to come. But we came out and see them niggas, the look they had on their face, I was like, we got them, y'all. We just sitting here till the niggas come. But he told Puzo, he said, pull your collars up. Puzo, because I don't know if y'all remember, in the beginning of The Godfather, Puzo asked the Godfather for something.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? He was in there at the wedding. You got to understand.
He wanted his daughter to mess with dude.
Yeah.
Right. So
Enzo was his name.
Yeah. Enzo. And he was like basically like how he knew. He was like, man, he fulfilling his shit. You got to sit here. Man, do you know? You sitting there, it's goons finna drive past, boy. They didn't want no smoke because they was like, nah, we ain't gonna even do it because, sitting up on them steps, you got a good shot at that car. Somebody gonna get hit in that car. So they kept I felt that. You know what I'm saying? But just to see them have that scene in the offer, it made me remember that scene. I was like, okay, that's the scene where. So they did a good job in actually, like, it made it felt like you was down by the market when.
Overall, they did a good job of correlating the offer to the movie itself. Like that scene that we were talking about earlier when they had Sonny beating up on his sister's husband. And when I watched it originally, I was like, man, like he doing a lot more acting than he needs to do.
Yeah.
And to see the backstory that was the guy, he hit a girl on set too hard.
Exactly.
And they made sure he felt, got some retribution for that.
Exactly.
And to have all that kind of wrapped up in the offer, I was like, yo, this is dope. And like I said, those types of things, along with, bringing me back into that time period and really engulfing us into what was going on around those times.
Yeah.
All of that makes The Godfather definitely bounce up a couple notches in my book as far as respects and how I felt about it. Because before it was rough for me. Because it helped me to understand. Another point is how they were speaking going throughout the whole series. How they were speaking going, yo, this ain't the everyday mafia movie. This is really a story about family and things like that. And they were trying to express that they were paying more homage to their lifestyle versus demonizing it. And in the movie The Godfather, you know how you go about 2 hours and it's like, bro, I only seen 2 people get shot now. What's going on?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then towards the end, even they have like in the last 20 minutes, they had that little wrap up scene, like it's they kill everybody during the crescendo of a song type stuff.
Yeah.
I understand why the movie was done that way now, because before that used to piss me the fuck off.
So
I'll be honest.
So a lot of times, too, and we're actually talking about a movie, and we got to put it into another perspective. Back then, you had grown-up music, and then you had kid music. You know what I'm saying? You have it now, but it's like mixed up now. Like kids, like, man, they upstairs singing The Temptations, singing Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition, full songs. Can you stand? I'm like, I go upstairs like, man, hold on, that's my part. But listen. You got to understand, it was at a time where, creativity was different. People was just like different than, you know what I'm saying, they are now. So I think they did a good job in actually doing the turnover to from the 60s to the 70s. Because it was a different time. Like that time was, and they didn't show what was really going on. There was a lot of black shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of, but to go to New York and you know what I'm saying, just to show you that no matter what was going on nowhere, for Italians, things was still,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For what it was. And I think they show every angle from, the top of the mafia to, you know what I'm saying, the top of the mafia inside the movie, getting the actors. They did a good job without making this thing look like a documentary of you know what I'm saying? Because some stuff will start looking documentary. Like you look at Ali, with Will Smith, but they wanted it to look like a documentary. They wanted it to have a documentary feel. I didn't get no documentary feel. I felt like if I never saw The Godfather before, this movie would make me go see it.
Yeah,
this series.
I definitely get that. One thing about this is that they came at it from so many angles that it gave something for everybody. Like all in all, the offer itself is like for people who are interested in filmmaking, it gave you something for that. People who are interested in the mafia shit, it also gave you something for that. People who are just the backside of Hollywood, it gave you something for that. It was just a lot of different layers that they added to this that you could appreciate. And I thought that's where they really won at. And I couldn't find nothing wrong with it. And a lot of that's why I related to my short bus things, not necessarily to the offer, but to what I thought could have been done from the discussions they had back then to put out a better product. That's it.
And I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Because this series actually, made me view, our aspirations of eventually, getting into creating some films, writing, producing, and all of that aspect. What characters on the show, as far as the production team, do you see this cast as?
I definitely see me as Jax Teller, who played Ruddy. God damn it. I'll be putting out fires left and right with these. I was like, God damn it. God damn it, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. So who you see yourself as? You probably you Puzo. You Mario Puzo, the writer.
Puzo. I can see that.
Yeah, I would say either Puzo or Coppola.
Yeah, you want to
Jay for sure doing the coke.
I say you more Puzo because Coppola's a little bit more spastic. You not as spastic.
Okay.
Yeah. Jay would be Barry. Jay would be the Barry.
I was gonna give him Robert Evans, man.
Jay. Hey, what's up, Jay?
Jay is the Barry dude that's trying to.
Oh, and he popped in. Wait a minute.
Hey, Jay. You said I was gonna get paid for this, Jay.
I said what?
You said I was gonna get paid for this, man.
Talk to accounting, my guy.
Hold on, Gil. Let me get my accounting hat.
Go ahead.
All right.
Jay, what you popped in on was I asked everyone, due to our aspirations of wanting to get into film, who do they see as the characters with the production team?
I'm telling you, he gonna be worried about the dollars and cents, man.
Nah, bro. I can see him as Robert Evans too, because like
that's who I saw, man.
100% when shit go off the rails and shit, I'm the one that got to go over there knocking on the door. Jay, man, it's okay, bro. Come on, come on, Jay.
Let me just let y'all know. Let me let y'all know right the fuck now. If wifey were to leave me in the middle of a fucking movie, it's a dub. It is over. Like Mel, come get the gun. Mike, bring the weed.
But my thing though, he was doing. Dog, did y'all see how he partied though?
Yeah, man.
But she was listen. This is my shit. No. See, hold on a second though. Like that's why he
want to do cocaine, right?
Yeah.
I said I thought I had an inkling. I had it crossed my mind.
Did you want to smoke it or snort it?
Oh shit.
I don't do bunk. I'm an adult.
Oh, okay.
Snort that shit like it.
Oh, okay. I'm asking.
You don't do bunk. Who does bunk anymore other than Trick Daddy?
Who the hell do coke anymore?
Man, I want to know who sell
coke
crack.
Is like, listen.
Like, who's selling crack right now? No, okay, go ahead.
I think we're done. No, I don't have nothing.
Go ahead.
Whoa!
Bro, wow. Jay been here all the time.
I think all the crack sellers are driving Lyft and Uber right now.
Oh shit!
Hey, I don't sell
crack. Look at that.
Wait a minute, bro. Like, not like that, but I'm just saying.
No, I know what you said.
No, bro. Like, take a look at niggas in their cars when they be doing their little posts. And those niggas used to sell crack, bro. Uber saved a lot of lives, man.
No, they be
it's equivalent to the block.
To sell that shit. They be using the Ubers to sell that shit. When I used to Uber, I ended up on the south side, son. And what they would do is like they call the Uber, dealer hops in, and dealer goes over here and he's like, hey, just like if you're cool.
Hey, Zo popped off while you was talking.
Allegedly, Jay.
Oh yeah, my bad. Allegedly.
Hey, Zo popped off. Hey, Zo popped off immediately when you started talking.
So like allegedly, what would happen is a dude drops in your car. Then he'll have you go like a very short distance. That's why you can rack up the trips on the south side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly,
right?
Because all you doing, you're going from block to block. You're not really going anywhere. And then what he does is he's like, hey, I'm just going to the store. Can you wait for me? And then I'm stupid. I don't even know what was going on. You wait for him at the store, and then such and such happens, and then he hops back in the car, and then you come back home. Now, what was he? There's
they
no
use those services to go cop.
Yep. Or what will happen is they'll send the joint for somebody else, and he's like, oh, I'm just dropping off one dude flat out was like, allegedly, maybe if this were hypothetical to happen, hops in the car. He's like, hey, I just gotta go to my man's house and drops this off for him, and he hops in the car.
I'm gonna tell you what neighborhood this was.
I don't know.
Wait. Let him finish. Wait. Let him finish.
No. I don't know, but the same day I saw some bitch butt-ass nigga running out of a house being chased by a dude with a bat.
Oh, that's straight. So that's Inglewood shit right there.
so homeboy was like, yo, let me drop the pack up. And then he was like, he goes into the store, goes in with one brown bag and comes back out with another and hops in the car and we come back. The whole thing took about 10 minutes.
He was on Ashland or Morgan to be exact.
The whole shit took about 10 minutes. And then they be trying to sell it to me. I'm like, I don't have cash. They're like, we do cash app, quick pay, whatever. If you want Bitcoin. What did hey man? Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Mike, what's popping?
We don't want Zo to pop off. Hey, Zo, you popped off you popped off immediately when he started talking. I was like,
he said, them Ubers be going. No.
Mike is looking at me like, yo, we all going to jail, you dumb motherfucker. I don't know him, sir.
I do not recall.
Never met this man. Jay. I know what Giovanni.
Hey, how long would it take you to
I don't
find
think-
some crack? Like, how long?
Yeah,
I'm wondering right now. No, I'm
Right.
serious. Like, how long would it take me to find some crack? Like, how could I locate
long.
crack right now?
I think it would be very, very difficult. Chicago is an H town.
Like, where's
Easy.
crack at? Like, where?
Chicago is there's no crack in Chicago. Chicago is all of
How you know this? Jay?
Chicago's
I
because
just want to
Chicago
know.
has.
Like, what's the?
Let me just show you.
Who
Chicago is a
who owns
musical
the who's
and-
statistics to that? Crack. Where's it at?
Go to the comedy club.
I'll probably get.
jazz.
Hey,
clubs.
I'll probably get robbed and killed trying to look for crack. Man said, man, no.
Yes, if you go up
Like,
to
I
them
got
and
it.
ask them, sir, do you have any crack?
It's like,
You're
I got
gonna
it.
get
It's
shot.
right around the corner. Jump in the car.
Honestly, in this series,
because
it
we
was
got
hard for me to find a drama queen. Did y'all have one?
I couldn't find one, Mike. I didn't find a drama
see.
queen. I do.
I did. I had one. I had
Oh,
one.
here we go.
Nah,
I had
shit.
I got one.
I ain't need little homie at the end.
Who?
The one that became the new assistant for Rudy.
No, they was showing. They was
That's
just
Peter Bart?
showing you. They was just showing you. They was just showing you how much of bullshit it is in Hollywood. Like none of them motherfuckers could stand each other.
No. The dude that came from catering comes up to
Oh,
him
yeah.
when he's going in his car. Shout out to the 911 Targa. I have loved that car. It's the only Porsche that I think is worth buying. Is a 911 Targa top. But oh my god! And then the Jag and the Alfa Romeo. The cars are the real stars of this series.
Nah, I
Best
like
with you, Mr.
Giovanni.
Look
No,
at me.
definitely.
Homeboy that played
Huh?
Joe Colombo was my
Giovanni
Oh,
Ribisi.
Giovanni Ribisi. Oh my god! Do you remember when he played the cousin?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mr. Frankenstein! Yo, when he
this motherfucker.
when he was going in with like I click, I can take care of myself.
Stay focused, Jay. Stay focused.
I'm sorry. I felt for you. My bad. Where we at? Yeah, but
I don't know. For me,
I'm
my
trying to
drama
find-
king is between
Miles.
Robert Evans and Dan Fogler. Between them two, I don't think the series would have lasted 10 episodes.
Robert Evans. Yes.
Yeah, Robert
Robert
Evans had a
Evans.
color
Yeah,
to him.
Matthew
Goody.
Good, who played Robert
Yeah.
Evans, and Dan Fogler, who played Francis Coppola. Those my
I
two
liked,
favorite characters in the whole series.
You know what's funny? They're probably the most accurately depicted. Miles Teller does look a lot like Al Rudy, but the way they had, if you look inside,
The
I saw
most
a side
accurately
by side.
depicted was Al Pacino.
Yeah. Al
Yeah.
Pacino, definitely.
No, when you say
Anthony-
I'm talking about
Anthony
looks,
Polito.
I'm talking about
Looks,
looks.
yeah.
That's what we saying.
I'm talking about looks.
Yeah.
That looked just
Nah,
like
man.
Al
I
Pacino
thought-
when he was young, man.
I thought Coppola, Capella,
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
Coppola.
Francis.
You know that's Nicolas Cage uncle. He never wanted to claim him that name though, because he didn't want to be tied to that film like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Shout out to the
I like
Hulk
when-
too,
I
man.
like when
Hey, that's a
actors do
gem,
that.
man.
Yeah, shout out to the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, and that motherfucker.
Hey,
The worst, I think that
Hey,
Justin
didn't he
Chambers
look-
playing
didn't he look
Marlon
like the
Brando
Hulk, though?
was annoying.
That was the Hulk.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that
him.
was the whole.
That's Lou Ferrigno.
That's Lou Ferrigno.
wait, nah, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's him.
yeah, that was Lou Ferrigno.
Wait.
Did you already smoke the crack?
And he
Hold on,
played Lenny,
man.
Lenny Montana.
Wait.
Did you find
Wait a minute, hold on,
He had to
man.
play Lenny Montana as Lou Ferrigno.
We on IMDb. We already on that. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
it's
Lou.
in his.
Bro, send that shit to me, bro.
Lou looked good for his
Send that
age,
shit
man.
to
I was
me.
like, damn, Lou.
Send that shit to me, man.
I ain't doing.
Because
no
I kept
color.
on looking. When I looked at it, I was like, damn, he looked just like Lou
Send that shit
Ferrigno.
to me. Hold
But
on,
I'm picturing Lou back in the day. He was older, so I'm like, nah, he can't look.
That's
this
what I'm
damn
saying.
young.
Like, man, what are you doing?
Nah, that motherfucker, that's Lou Ferrigno.
That was dope how they used him as Luca Brasi though in the
Yeah.
Bro, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno is almost 70 years old, man.
Yeah.
But that whole scene, because I remember that scene. I remember from The Godfather, because everybody's seen like the wedding scene, and it's crazy to me that
That
like
motherfucker trying
they
to read
really
the
did
mind.
that.
That was crazy. That was dope.
He's
That was
70
crazy.
on the
That
head.
was a nice
yeah.
little gem.
Huh?
He's 70 on the head.
Man.
What'd you guys- What'd you guys think about Justin Chambers playing Marlon Brando? I think the performance was right, but the look was off, man. Like I
You
couldn't
said
get
what
like
was off?
the look. His look was off, but the performance, mannerisms, and I mean, he's fat like
I
him,
had to
but that's
look
about
at
it.
a younger
Brando.
Well, Marlon Brando wasn't
I
old
think
then.
it's one of those things
He
where,
wasn't
like,
old
you
One
know,
at a time.
I think it's one of those things. You know how like a vocal impersonator, he may not sound like him, but he has the cadence of the person or the mannerisms. I think it worked out for him like that, where he didn't look all the way like him. I get what you're saying, Jay, because I kind of had that too. Like certain glimpses of him, you didn't catch it, but certain glimpses he would pop through and then be like, "Damn, that looked just like the Brando character."
When he's in the chair with the cat, I was like, "Holy fuck, I get it." Yeah, but like when he initially came down in the kimono,
I saw Grey's Anatomy. All I saw was Grey's Anatomy.
Facts. All I saw was Grey's Anatomy, and I just was like, "All right, I guess we doing that."
But he sold it.
But then he spoke, and I was like, "Fuck, he got it."
Right.
He fucking
Yeah, I
got
thought it was dead on.
I'm trying to find this kid.
That
man.
fucking
Like,
the poster with the cat. They're like, what the fuck is the cat at the bottom of it? Like,
Hey, they didn't even want to. They didn't even want him to. They didn't even want to go ask him to move the cat. Like they was like, look, just shoot him with the cat, man.
We just gonna get the shot. We just trying to get the shot. Come on. It was so much to get to that point. I understand. Like, we not finna have another fight about something. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was Marlon. Like, if you, why can't I have the cat? Why you just made us have the cat? I don't know. What's wrong with the cat? I like the cat. So now, you know, I don't want to do this, man. I'm just, they was like, roll it.
That's a different kind of power. I mean, like, for me, I thought Bob Evans was probably my favorite character throughout the whole thing.
Now, is this Bob Evans tied to the restaurant guy?
I was the sausage dude. Pause. I was trying to figure that out my damn self, but I stepped in and did. You know what?
No, this is LaMail, man.
I'm going back to sleep.
This is every week. This is every week.
Hey, we don't really need to go over this. We could just let me go back to sleep.
Listen to me, man. Hey, you just like set these like receptors on his back and just twist it. And he was like, yes, no. Well, you know, maybe this guy, and I was like, don't do it. Like, just.
I thought the same shit though. Like,
I thought it.
Maybe he pivoted.
It was like a little bit. I thought it a little bit when I kept seeing the name.
Mike has lost all respect for everybody on this podcast.
Hey! Everybody expect this shit from me. So,
hey, that Lou Ferrigno thing, man. That shit crazy to me.
I do have to say, I was like, I had to look it up because I was like, this motherfucker still look young.
No,
like,
I was looking at the shit like, hey, man, that look like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
that's what I said to myself. But then y'all just said, and I just went and looked at the nigga like, this nigga is living life.
Man, shout out to Lou.
Yeah, I got to give my crown. I'm going with Giovanni as well. Big fan. Ever since I saw Sneaky Pete, I was like, oh, this nigga cold.
Yes.
Then I would say my
Boiler Room. He was a snitch, but Boiler Room was where that he took off for me, bro. Yeah. Oh, you gotta see Boiler Room.
Yeah, that's Vin Diesel and everything.
Everybody popped. Everybody popped out of Boiler Room. And low key, Boiler Room is what's going on. Is like the original version of what these retail.
I heard I got nervous.
Retailer.
I was like, oh, God.
Retail sellers are doing in the stock market with like GameStop, Redbox, AMC.
To the moon.
That's the same shit they were doing back then, but with penny.
Oh shit, Nia Long in this motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, and she was bad.
With a cherry thong and the lights on.
Oh my God, she was different.
Still is.
No, definitely.
I mean, yeah, but she's married now, so you can't really talk about her.
Why not?
Is she married?
Man, we talking about Nia Long from Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Boys in the Hood is always hard. It makes sense now.
And you went too far.
Oh, that was the line.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, man. Don't say
Do you
that.
guys know who I'm talking about? There was a kid at the end of the. Okay. Do you guys know who I was talking about? I think they were trying to hint us like he turned out to be somebody great. Also, he was working in the catering, and then he approaches.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about at the end of.
You know what I'm talking, but I can't find him here. But
I think he was.
I didn't.
He's only in 2
I didn't need
episodes,
him.
I think, but
Okay,
yeah, he was in the last 2 episodes. But
all right.
no, I know who you're talking about. But don't come for it, man. Let him live. Let him live. Where we at? I guess we'll go ahead, man. We kind of talked. Oh, go ahead.
So we was on the My King.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The lady, man, the lady actor, his assistant.
Oh yeah, she was cold.
Oh yeah, she
was dope, man. Yeah, she was dope, man.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Here we go. You talking about Juno Temple, who played Betty McCart? Yeah.
I thought she. I don't know if she existed.
Exactly.
I don't know.
She did.
I don't know.
She did.
I don't know if she.
She did.
She did exist.
Yeah.
She went.
Hey man, listen to me.
He was. She became the agent for whatchamacallit, the dude that
they said
from
that.
Ocean's 11. Oh my God, from George Clooney. George Clooney, and she died. She was his agent and then she was Burt Russell's agent until she died.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Who is Burt Russell? Whoa!
I don't know if he was talking about Kurt Russell or whatever.
Kurt Angle.
But I thought she was a good actor, and I liked her role. Like
whoever said Kurt Angle. Your second toe longer than your big toe, motherfucker.
Damn,
all right?
Damn. Nah.
Just letting you know. Whoever said cat.
Man.
I don't know, man. I get it. I get her character. I ain't had no issues with her. I loved her.
I liked her character. I thought her character, to me, like she made, because
I was kind of annoyed with how she was written a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But
why? How so?
They always got to bring this feminist angle to shit, dog. Like we trying to.
It's not no. You read it wrong. It's not feminism, bro. She was a ride or die. If he was a dude doing the same,
she was not no ride or die. She told you in the movie, no, I ain't do this for him. I did this for me. I'm tired of my life being about other people's decision making. As she was saying,
but she specifically says, "I enjoy working for you." She did everything to help him be successful.
She did say
right?
that. Yeah,
she was willing to go. She went for his
because
movie.
If he ain't got a job, she ain't got a job, and that's why she had to go hard, bro.
She had a line on the dude that she was flirting with. Like niggas would do
big
anything.
guy.
She had a line on the dick.
She didn't want to go sit up under him, dog. She didn't want to go sit up under him.
But she could.
And I do want to talk
about the gig.
The angle. You know what? It wasn't even her as much as it was the Francois character. I think the Francois character is what fueled me to dislike her. Because the Francois character is where my real dislike was, as far as the angle she was playing on my man Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She had a real nasty angle on him. She was really basically trying to wrap herself around him in the movie so she could claim the rights off of that, like she did for that hotel. Basically, is how I saw it.
Yep. Don't latch on to me. Don't ride my wave for your success. Like that's one of the things where I'm kind of like I think it's important to not work in the same field as your partner, because I don't want my partner to be my competition, and I don't want you in like I'll lean on you for help if I need to, or I'll come to you for help if I need to, but you don't need to be the way she bogarted his office. I thought was fucking that shit was disgusting. And then the way she even asked, I thought was foul, because she put me in a position where if I say no, I'm an asshole, and if I say yes, I'm lying. So either way, like. That was bullshit. I get that.
I do not recall.
I recall. I mean, I get what they're saying, but me personally, if I had an assistant, I want her to have that type of moxie shit.
No, I'm not talking about. We talking about the chick that
we talking about Francois.
Francois. He was involved with for a second.
Yeah.
I call her Frenchie.
The one that went to Paris on that left and went to Paris.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, definitely. I know what y'all talking about. I thought y'all was talking about.
No, the assistant was dope. She was dope in Gung Ho. You can't be mad at nobody in that position.
I did question her backstory though, because like
that's what I questioned. That's all it was.
Yeah, they left a lot open. Like, how did she have all these goddamn connections? Like, that's all I kept asking.
It's all girls, bro.
I know it was all like
females. Like, listen,
they kept saying
if you
it was
right
the,
now,
secretary, it's the secretary connection and all that other.
Yeah.
But
what
was the redhead girl's name? Because she was dope too. Annie Funk, was that her?
Meredith Garrison. She played Allie McGraw. Is that you talking?
Yeah, that's it. Like no. Allie was Bob Evans' girl.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
That's Annie Funk. Yeah, you talking about
Stephanie? You talking about Stephanie? Koenig.
Sheila. She was Sheila, right?
No, I'm talking about Annie Funk. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's Annie Funk. She plays Sheila.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. We talking over here.
You might be right, Jay. I don't know, Andrea.
Man, all these broads look alike.
I swear they do.
Whoa.
Back then they did. What the fuck? Don't do that. You worse than me.
They all had different hair color.
No, that scene they had when they was riding through the lot was dope too. When they was
open that other eye up, Jay. Yeah, what
basically explaining
I'm on my force
how they were progressive women from different angles. You know what I'm saying? One was kind of
one was a hoe that left for another movie style.
There's no
one
change.
Was jumping from old wrinkly balls to a young Italian balls. So all these hoes was about the dick.
That's too far.
All of these hoes back in the day was about the dick, and they was proud of it.
This is why we can't progress.
Damn, this normally your conversation, Jay.
Nah.
79th Street. This is where I exit.
All these hoes. Like.
Yours is on the right too, right, Mike? Mine is exit stage right. That's where I saw the sign. 77, right? It's just one exit, no A, no B. It's just straight over here. Like, I'll go right over there. I'm following you. Take your lead. Nah, man. Like, I think I enjoyed is I saw the parallel between corporate America then and now, where that secretarial staff and that support staff, they are tapped the fuck in. You can go right in, like, there's 5 degrees of separation between, at least in my field, between any paralegal that works downtown. If you've worked downtown, I can find someone either like I've either worked for someone that you've worked with, or that has worked at the same firm that I've worked at previously. So it's everybody has a connection, and everybody that can tell you about the other person. That's kind of like why, especially in certain fields, it's so hard to get in, because they already know who they're going to hire, because they already called their people from before, like at another firm who's ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's it was dope to watch that telephone network of secretaries that know the line on everybody now. But in Hollywood now, I guess you just call them OnlyFans models, because they do the same shit. I guess they know everybody.
Yeah, all these women was using men, and it was okay for them back in the day.
That's not what I said.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah, and then we got Mr. Me Too. No.
Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up, B. Let's get out of here.
I don't want to be a part of this.
Oh man, no, we had some fun with this, man. But for the offer, True View, we gave it a 4. It was a high 4, but my score, I guess, dropped it down for being a 5.
I gave it a 5, Jay.
Yep.
I appreciate you, Mike.
Yeah.
I
think everybody else gave it a 5. I gave it a 4.
You thought it was me, didn't you?
I did. I honestly did.
He was looking dead at my screen. I could feel it. He was like,
man, don't
Mike, man.
It was definitely a great.
Gave it a 5, Jay.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
All right, so recap, rewatchability.
It doesn't have rewatchability. I don't think this has rewatchability.
It got rewatchability with me in about 3 years.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
I
mad
mean,
at
this
that.
year, 2020 or 2022, they are celebrating the 50th year anniversary of the Godfather. So
If I'm real bored, like in about 2 years, if I'm just bored and I happen to look at it and they re-promote it, I'll watch it.
If we have another shutdown due to monkeypox, I will be watching.
it's on the rise. Ooh, motherfucker. Nah, I mean, I seen it. The one like this, pretty much a one and done for me as far as rewatchability. But I will recommend this to a bunch of people. It was.
I think
It was good. It was a good additive to the movie. And it like we were stating, like it did help to bring light to certain situations in the movie, and it made The Godfather better for me because The Godfather wasn't really high up on my list as far as mafia movies, but it did bring it up at least to my top 5 now. So
100%. I felt like this series made me want to go. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch The Godfather again. I, for the most part, like had put Goodfellas above Godfather just because I felt like at the like Godfather, the first one came out the year I was born. Like I'm not, or the year after I was born, so it was like way before my
The
time.
Godfather?
And then it was the same. Yeah, the first one came out in '87.
The Godfather came out in 72.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, 72. And then it was Godfather 3 that came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I'm
1990.
like, damn, nigga, you that old?
Yeah, my bad.
Like that. It's like this mug is
Benjamin Button over here.
yeah,
Nah.
no, like
I killed it. It's over.
Don Maker.
You know,
Hey, wait a minute, man. Fuck all y'all, man. I was born in 73.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Jay though. I'm talking about Jay. He like one of them African athletes. They don't know his age and shit. What was that movie we just did? They ain't no bobine age.
On the hustle.
Yeah, Jay like one of them kids hustle. Yeah,
I'm 22.
He said,
they could have been born in 72. We don't know.
The mom said, "What was that?" He said, "That's my son."
That's my
son.
son.
How old is he?
That's my
He's 10.
Mike.
I was just saying. You had to get that. You had to get that academic scholarship. Get your ass over here.
Hey, bro. There was a big fire, bro.
There was a big fire. Yeah, right.
What about you, Zoe, man? Rewatchability.
Yeah, it's something I for sure gonna double back to. Just I'm always looking at shit from the creative aspect. You know what I'm saying? Just to relive it in that manner. I can't say it's something I'll watch soon, but it's def in that mental shelf to rewatch.
Oh, this damn thing definitely got my gears going again with these pitches for these shows. I'm like, okay, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Do it, man. But no, man, this was a decent show. It was a decent show. Like I said, it added some fuel to the fire for me to rekindle the Godfather for a little bit. So
it also makes me realize how many times I've heard Crazy Joe seen Crazy Joe Coppola get shot. Can't say his last name. The Colombo get shot. Colombo get shot. I've seen that scene so many times in my entire life.
In different movies, it's just
not like because I'm like you. If you hear John Gotti, it starts there. Like it started there with that shift in New York, and then it's just like I've heard that story over and fucking over, and I'm like, God damn, man, like it really be like that sometimes. I respect it. Oh shit.
Mike, you got your recap rewatchability recommendation?
Yeah, this is definitely one to recommend because I believe there's a ton of fans of The Godfather. That's always been a classic on everybody's list. So if you've seen that, this is like almost a must-watch now that it's here. I think definitely for people of my age range, especially rewatching, I could see myself rewatching this. Like I said, this had a layer of something for everybody. You know what I mean? You had the love stories in here. You had the gangster shit. You had the filmmaking aspect, the backside of Hollywood, like I said in here. So it gave you a lot of layers to look at how movies are being produced out here. And overall, yeah, I could kick back and sit through this again. It was entertaining for me.
Gil, one more recommendation, rewatchability. You recommend this to people?
Yeah, of course I do. Especially if you haven't seen The Godfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, check this joint out. It's gonna make you, it's gonna push you in that area to, go see it. And there's a lot of gems in it to make you want to go see it. But yeah, I watched this. Like I say, I watched this in about a year from now, a year and a half, maybe 2. But like me watching this in the next year, no, I wouldn't watch it. I had to give it some time.
And it was a real fucking horse's head. God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, I know there was a lot of. I'm assuming Mike. I'm blaming Mike. I don't know why, bro. It's just the history that we have. But I feel like there was a lot of slander about New York food after that scene happened. I just want you to know, when you go to New York and you get Chinese food, do not get none that's like bread, no General Tso's, no sweet and sour chicken. You get 4 chicken wings with pork fried rice, no vegetables or French fries. You do not fuck with none of the other shit. And have them fry your shit hard, pause, and chop it up. Other than that, you keep your slander to yourself.
All I had to say is I didn't see too many stray dogs and shit running around in New York.
Chicago Chinese food way more simple than that too.
But you know what I'm saying? Y'all could go to TrueViewPodcast.com where you can like, subscribe, share, comment on everything TrueView Podcast if y'all like what we doing. And also thank you for rolling with us on the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Be sure to share it, leave a comment. We get back at you. We you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing out here, man. Just help us to defeat this all-powerful algorithm trying to hold a black pod down. TrueView Podcast doing our damn thing. Y'all know what it is.
And before you press that button, man, make sure y'all go tap in with the Venti Vibes, where the vibes are always Venti. Find Venti Vibes on Instagram.
Before you do it at the same time, like we're right after, but not before.
Facebook, VINTY, VIBEZ. Get at us, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, God, you heard?
Gil, you want to shout out Rabbit Gun?
Yeah, Rabbit Gun Theater, man. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Memes, redistributing memes, making memes, funny shit.
We mean what we say. Rabbit Gun Theater, y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we always say. TrueView Podcast, baby.
Go watch some shit.
You can watch this shit.
True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. The hell was that?
You're